The lighting is so much better in my upstairs. All right. I am like beyond excited to share this one with you guys. So I've been asking when I've been meditating, I've been asking, you know, what do I need to put out there? What do I need to help my team be successful and become financially free? As that is one of my biggest goals, is to be able to stay home with my kids and not worry about going to work and asking for time off in the summer. They have track meets in the school. I don't want to ask to take half a day off. I'm done. I'm so done. So I was asking the universe, what should I do? And it just kind of came to me that I need to create more content for you guys to help you guys be successful. And we all learn different ways. So I just thought, you know what, I'm going to do this. And if it works for you guys, awesome. So if you have any questions, definitely shoot me off an email, but I'm here to support you. So I'm going to share my screen with you. All right. This has something to do with what I'm going to talk about today as well. All right. So Road to Elite. This is probably one of the most exciting achievements to reach in your doTERRA business. Elite kind of sets the tone for everybody. I have changed the title of this group that we're in because I'm like, purely essential. I'm like, that's just something that kind of just came to me. And I was like, yeah, it's great. But I'm like, I'm ready to go full force with you guys and be here for you and support you and help you become financially free. So I was like, that's my passion, is to become financially free. So what better title than to call it Financially Free Babes? Because I think we're all babes. Okay, so a little bit about the rank of elite. So this is kind of like the first, I think it is the first kind of leadership kind of role, because you're getting your volume, you're getting out there and teaching classes, really simple on how to attain elite. Your rank is 3,000 overall volume anywhere in your rank. So if you have 3 people, or your team is big or wide, as long as you have 3,000, you can hit elite. The volume can be dispersed anywhere within your organization. This is why I wanted to really teach you guys on why elite is the first stepping stone to success. This is a huge step. It might not feel like it to you guys because you're like, oh, it's $3,000, it's elite. There's so much more work that needs to go up to diamond. But if you learn how to hit elite, just like myself, that's something that I've always, I was like a solid elite, I think last year. I'm going to say like August, September, it just kept hitting elite. And I was like, okay, I know how to maintain it. It's work. So if you guys are willing to put in the work, this is totally going to pay off for you guys. I wanted to connect with you guys on another level as well, that there's going to be times when you are going to want to quit. And there's going to be times that you are going to want to call me up and just be like, what the fuck? Nothing is going my way. And the more and more I listen to all the personal development is I have to be happy with every single stage of my business. So something that I've learned is to be authentic. And that's something that is a little hard for me at first because I'm used to swearing a lot. And even in my classes, I've had to really step back and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want to drop the F-bomb right now. But are these people going to judge me? So I want to kind of teach you guys from scratch because you guys are just starting out. This is so exciting. I want you to be yourself. If you want to drop the F-bomb, drop the F-bomb. Talk to me, be level. I know a couple of girls on my team, they are just like me and they swear a lot. And that's how I am. And that's how I get my point across to some people. So this is your reason why you want to learn elite first. So elite is $3,000 overall volume. And it takes 3 elites to earn silver. So when I hit silver, I had 3 of my frontline girls hit elite, which is awesome and super amazing. And I'm so proud of them. But then we have to maintain it. So for me to maintain silver, I need them to maintain elite. So this is another reason why this is coming in, because I want them to built to diamond. I want them to like skyrocket to like presidential diamond. I want people to be financially free. It takes 9 elites to earn platinum, and then it takes 12 elites to earn diamond. So you don't need a lot of people. You just need people, you need to build your structure tight and strong. And that's something at the beginning, I had no guidance. So I'm here for you guys to teach you how to do that. So this is why elite to me is one of the most influential ranks in the business. Okay, so June, this is what we're going to start with, guys. I'm so excited. Beginning of the month, even right now, so I just started my intention setting right now, is set your intentions. So week 1, I want you to say whenever you can, write it down, post it on the thing, I am elite. I'm elite, I'm elite, I am elite. I did this when I hit silver in February. I said, I don't know how it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. And I think it scared me a bit because as soon as March 1st hit, I went down and I was like, oh my God, how am I going to do this again? And I think it scared me. And the past couple of months, I've been growing myself. I've been growing the way I communicate with people. I've been reaching out to more people. I can't be scared anymore because if I want that certain type of financial freedom and to be with my family and to be with my kids, I need to get out of my own way. So I just booked a class, actually. It's June 20th. It's in Aurora. It's teaching a bunch of moms about nutrition and water. And I'm going to throw the essential oils in there as well. But it's like a 2.5-hour drive. And I am a little bit scared, but my coworkers like, do it. Why not? Like, what do you have to lose? Like, this is who you want to be. Do it. So I'm going to be setting that intention that I'm going to be fantastic. But setting your intentions at the beginning of the month. I am elite. Post it on your bathroom wall. Post it in your car on your little dashboard. What I personally do is I set my wallpaper on my computer to my rank. So at work, I just do kind of like a silver background because not too many people know. Oops. And I don't want my bosses knowing too much either. Hold on, let me see. All right. I just want to minimize this for you quick. So as you can see, this is in my background. As soon as I turn on my computer, I have my certificate, I am silver. The old me would be changing that to gold already. I'd be like, no, I already hit silver, I'm gonna hit gold. I need to be realistic with my goals, and I need to be realistic with you guys on, it does take a lot of work. And it's something that you need to constantly work on until your team is solid. And my goal is to build a solid silver business. I want to be hitting silver every single month. So, let me present this again. Okay, so I set my wallpaper. You can set it up. You can even have a little sticky, just I'm elite. You always want to see it because as soon as you start seeing it, you start feeling it. And as soon as you start feeling it, you believe it, and it goes from there. I remember looking up at God and like, I think I have a picture, I'm going to post it. And that was the day that I hit silver. And I was like, the sky was blue. I was beaming. My energy was like unreal. So you just want to believe it yourself. I am elite. It's 3,000 volume. It's when I first started, I was like, you're crazy. I live in London. How am I going to do that? Don't even worry about how you're going to do it. Set your intentions first. So starting now, that's what I want you to do. That's your homework. So begin to follow up with everybody in your network. Text your friends to host a class. Usually what I do is I'm like, hey, if you host a class for me, I'll give you like an intro kit, or I'll give you like a mini diffuser to say thank you. Schedule your classes. I have a binder, or I have a thing, I think it's in the car still. I have a planner, and my goal is to schedule at least 4 classes a month. It hasn't worked out that way, but as long as I set that intention that that's how it's going to be, like my June is way busier than it was last year because I've set my intention and I'm like, I'm going to go all out in June. So if you need me to come to teach a class with you or be there for support, even to talk to somebody, even a 3-way call, I'm here for you. So you're never alone. Something that I also do is visualizing when I hit a rank. So how bad do you want this? How bad do you want to say au revoir to your job, or au revoir to debt, or you want to pay down your house, or you have like this big hairy debt that's kind of just looming around that you just want to get rid of, or let's say you really want to take your family on vacation. that's my goal for next year. We really want to go to Italy. My in-laws have offered to pay the flight. I want to have that money so I can take them to the hotels for a week and just say, you know what, you paid for our flight, but let me pay for the hotels. That's my goal. That's my vision, is to be able to do things like that for my family. And to go to the Bahamas, that's my next year vision. Okay, so I want you to write out your 3 big, hairy goals. My girlfriend Melody had said this, and I'm like, I love that. I love the hairy goals because it's something that scares you a little bit. So I'm going to reach out to 10 to 15 people who are already on my doTERRA team, who are already on LRP, about the doTERRA business opportunity. This is something where the people have already used the oils. You know, even if they start sharing the oils, it's still going to get them that little bit of money coming in to help pay for their oils for the month. And then they kind of start liking that. And then who knows, it might go from there. It might not. But I want to reach out to let people know about this opportunity. Rather than selling, I'm providing education for those who are newly enrolled or those who are already on our team. So I'm just going to be doing on our Facebook page, I'm going to be updating more. I'm going to be sending people that say they have a dog, hey, I just found this for you. Just really kind of more taking care of people than just kind of posting and saying, hey, this is up, buy this. It's not something that I enjoy doing, is posting a lot about, you know, buy this kit, this is the last day. I want to create more of a community where people feel like they can come to any of us and ask questions. Meet people. This is my biggest one. I talked to a girl at work. She is like the social butterfly. She's newly to London, and she is like on the ultimate frisbee team, and she's learning tennis and all this. And meanwhile, she is a single girl. I'm like, hey, next time you go, like, let me know, because I'm going to talk to my husband and I'll see if I can go out that night and meet new people. So meet new people, even if it's small conversations at the grocery store. I talked to a girl walking down the road. I loved her shoes. And then we just started talking about shoes and just getting more comfortable with talking with people. I know a lot of you are already amazing at that, but it's something that I was always nervous about. They're going to think, you know, why is she talking to me? Small conversations, it builds up your confidence. Now I have the confidence that I can go up and talk to anybody. Another really important thing is schedule your weekly call with your upline. So myself or someone who has enrolled you if you're further down on my team, or your mentor if you have a mentor on another team. You want to set your goals, clear goals. That's something I learned from the vision board night, is my goals aren't clear. I kind of want to be all over this. I need to zone in and, sorry, my throat. I need to zone in on what exactly I want and when I want it, and work my ass off. So get their support and recommendations. There are so many incredible people in this group right now. Post your questions. I want you guys to be more, more involved in the community of it. Where if we have classes, let's say I have a class, but you have someone that really wants to go to a class, but you're not hosting a class, send them to my class. If they enroll, they're going to enroll under you. I'm going to do that. So I kind of want to create the community where, let's say Cindy, she's got the gymnastics place way out east. I don't want to drive all the way out there just for, you know, one person. I would, anybody that knows me. But if she's got a class going on, I can say, hey, you know what? One of my friends is having a class tonight. Why don't you pop in? She's super awesome, super knowledgeable. Go there. So I want us to be able to really share our classes and what's out there. So if someone on our team that we're building with has people that are interested in a class, we can just send them. So it's creating that community and that everybody gets along and supports everybody's goals. That's something that is really, really important. Mentor, there's a couple girls that actually are not on my team that are kind of cross-line that I want to approach them about doing some type of mentorship. For myself, I don't feel that connection to my upline, but there's some girls like Brittany McLean or Geraldine Power who are like online providing amazing content. And I know to mentor with Brittany McLean, I think it's like $150 an hour, which I kind of want to vomit in my mouth. But that's something that if I want to take my business to a next level, she's a blue diamond. She's a diamond, and Geraldine is a new blue diamond. those are people that I feel connected with. And I feel connected with like Lindsay Ham. There's just something with the way that they talk, and they elude this confidence and just like this connectiveness of community where I know some leaders, they only talk to those who are high enrollers or that are helping them hit their goals more. I'm not like that. I want to help everyone and become like those leaders that people look up to. So I want to learn from them. So I'm debating about the mentor call right now because it's $150, but I know I need to do something to provide more value for you guys as well. Another thing is following up on those people that are on your team that are on LRP, who are not on LRP. This will help them once you show them the value of LRP. So if they are, you know, I'm going to follow up. Hey, so-and-so, you know, just checking in. How are you loving your products? Is there anything that I can help you with? You know, any health goals? And if they do, perfect. If not, I'm like, okay, well, you know what? We do have this great program. Even if they order a lip balm every single month, they're going to get 10% back. They need 50 PV to increase that to 15, so every 3 months. But even if they order a lip balm, that's $5 that you don't need to go out and get. There's a lot of months where I have 2 people in particular that join the team. They're like, no, I'm just going to go on LRP. I'm going to order the minimum. They've ordered over 125 every month. So you never know once someone gets started what they're going to get into. And I'm going to start posting creating more documents for people to see what exactly the loyalty rewards program is and how they can, you know, we have skincare lines and supplements and protein powders and body wash. That's amazing. So I want people to know, even if they buy a body wash, they're still earning 10% back and all their shipping, and they're getting points. So creating that valuable system with LRP, that's my goal for June, is to get more people on LRP. Not only does it help them, but it helps your business. All right, so week 2 and 3 are action steps. This is going to be a big one for us. Be consistent with everything. That's something that I know that I lack in. I will go crazy and post a bunch of stuff, and then I'll take like a day or 2 off. I say I'm going to do calls, but I feel like there's so many calls going on within the doTERRA world and in the whole fit that I don't want to overwhelm people. So that's why I've kind of stepped back on the calls. I'd rather do this because I'm more of a visual person. I can listen to you, but I need to be writing down or print something off and have something in hand. So this is what works for me. Another thing is you're going to hear no's. Not right now. Trust me. I have been there so many times when everyone's like, no, 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 no. But don't give up. There are people that are looking for you and that love your story. For instance, my husband, he said, 6 months ago, he goes, doesn't it bother you? Doesn't it break your heart when people tell you no? And I was like, at the beginning, yeah, it would have. But now I'm like, no, I love it. So if you work full time, if you're a mom, I get it. I work 40 hours. Daughters are in the competitive cheerleading. So I'm passionate about removing toxins from people's lives. So I sacrifice that sleep at night. I put my kids to bed. I go downstairs, I hop on, and time with the family. That's hard for me, is stepping away from my family. I was trying to get this in before they came, because it's that time freedom that I'm after down the road. So whether it be 2 years down the road, Portia, G, can you let her out? Please? Can you let her out? And just tell them to be quiet. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So you want to check in. Hey, Portia, shh. Come here, Portia, come here. Okay, so you want to check in when you're with your host for your classes as well. So let's say you have some classes that are later in the year, baby, or later in the month. You would just want to check up with them every couple days, right up until the last day, just to make sure they still have people coming. Make sure everything is still a go, because you are going to have people that. Come here. Okay, she's going to stay with me. It's a dog meeting. You want to make sure that everything is still a go, because there are going to be people that cancel. I get it. So just circling back makes you more prepared, so you can get your stuff prepared as well. And circle back with your new enrollments from last month, or or the past couple weeks. So within the 14 days, you kind of want to give them a call, send them an email, and make sure that they know how to do their back office and the LRP and all that kind of stuff. So you just want to really take care of those people. So getting your marketing hyped up is another way. So creating the buzz with promotions and incentives that your team is offering. So you want to remember doTERRA is having everybody on an equal playing field. So you can't post online throughout mom groups and everything. Oh, sorry. In your private groups, let's say you're saying whoever hosts a class will get a diffuser. You have to do that in your private groups. You can't kind of go all over and say it. They've kind of really nipped that in the bud. June is usually a 200 PV promo month. So this has been the last couple of years, is these sensational flavors. So by placing a 200 PV order, this is when a lot of people rank up as well. You will get these oils for free. So kind of give you a heads up there. So I want you to think of what people are looking for in the summer. So summer drinks. So there's like vodka, and you can add your essential oils to it, margaritas. A lot of people are looking at the sunscreen now. There's been a lot on Facebook of, I think it's banana boat and what it's done to a child's face. Bug spray is the biggest one. This one I've seen in all the mom groups. Tear Shield. Tear Shield may be your biggest like entry point into somebody. I had someone who was just looking for the Tear Shield spray, and they actually enrolled with a kit because I just kind of said, hey, this is the promo this month. I'll give you the bug spray. I have one downstairs, you know, if you want to use it, and then we can get you your own. That way she's going to Cuba and get it all figured out. So sometimes there's just that little bit of leeway into the conversation, and then if they're interested, they're interested, and then they'll enroll with you. Unfollow people who no longer serve you. So this is one that when I used to follow people on Instagram, I used to follow like fitness models, and I used to follow like all these big people in doTERRA, and it would make me feel really sad. It would make me really sad that I didn't look like them, that I didn't act like them, that I wasn't hitting, you know, presidential diamond in like 2 years. Like it just made me feel really bad about myself. So what I decided to do was unfollow them. I don't look at them. This is my business. This is how I run it. And that's how I encourage you to do it as well. I want you to run this business how you want to run it. If you want to go slow, go slow. If you want to go fast, go fast. Totally up to you. We have tons of resources and tons of people who are here for you to support you. So whatever way you want to go, go. Touch base with your upline to see where you are compared to how your goals are for the month. So I was aiming for silver this month. I'm about 5,000 away from it. So I know I'm not going to hit silver this month. My mind was gung-ho at the beginning of the month, and then my corporate job decided to do a huge transition and lay off a bunch of people, and my head just, it wasn't in it. So touch base with them and myself or whoever you are enrolled with, and go over goals, because there's always different tricks that you can do or different ways that you can get enrollments, or maybe go and teach a class or reach out to that person. Week number 4. So this week usually for people is the most stressful, right up until the last day. But it depends on how you handle stress. So when I hit silver, it was crazy how easily it came to me. Everyone had hit their goals. Everyone had smashed them out of the park. I don't know what happened, because I've read so many horror stories of how many people, you know, they had to buy in. And I said, if I'm hitting silver, I'm not buying in. I think you have to buy in. I think it's 150. I'm not buying in. I'm not buying in. And I just kind of kept putting it out there in the universe. It was really weird. And it just came so easily and so how it should be. So if you don't hit elite, that's okay. Just, we're going to work on it next month. So don't be hard on yourself. This is my biggest thing, is tell people your goals. So send me an email, send your upline an email, your mentor, whoever, tell your people your goals. What you can do is you can also get a hold of, if you have a close friend on social media, if anything like that, you need their help. So you'd be surprised on how many people will support you when you put your goals out there. You want to go for an exercise or go for a walk. You can pray, you can meditate, you can do whatever you need to do to get yourself in the right headspace. And that's something that I did when I hit silver, was I I ran, I walked. I told my husband I just need to go out for a walk, and I would just pray. I would meditate to get my head in the right space. Right, honey? Yeah.
So you're talking on the phone with somebody.
No. Week 4, so continues. So the last week of the month, I made a list of everyone that I need to follow up with. Again, so at the beginning of the month, if they didn't get a hold of me, I follow up in the middle. If they don't get a hold of me, I follow up at the end, especially when there's a big month, especially like this month. So if you decide to incentivize your team, if you need to, or if you have the money to, if you don't worry. Any orders over 100 PV will receive a touch cheer. My Essential Life book, anything along those lines that you think would really benefit them, especially if they've enrolled the last month with you. Remember, you're also going to get that 20% back in commissions, which will help you pay for those products. Post content about your story. So for myself, I was going through postpartum depression. I was going through anxiety. The more I shared that, the more people I found were drawn to myself and to the oils. You want to share what you're all about, any recipes that you have, any tips or tricks, even with your kids, putting them to bed, even for yourself for sleep. That's another big one. That sounded good. And most of all, just decide. Once you decide it's happening, your determination will be so strong, and it'll happen. And I just want you to believe in yourself and to believe in the process. So what does reaching elite mean? So elite is, you start off at elite, and then when you hit premier, it's 5,000 total, and then that works up to silver. So silver is 3 personally enrolled people with 100 PV or more on LRP, and they create 3 legs. So you can see the picture right there as well. Classes. So the average class brings you about $500 volume in each class. So to hit elite, if you have nobody underneath you, you want to book at least 6 classes. I personally would schedule about 8 because there's always cancellations when there's always something that comes up. But $500 volume will take you 3,000, and then you can just reach out to everybody that way as well. I love one-on-ones. It's how I've built my business. However, it's taking me a lot longer to reach my goals. I have 2 little girls at home, and one-on-ones work better for me through the work week or on the weekend. And I find it's more personal, but I have to do more classes because I want to build a little faster. But you have to remember that you're going to build the business your way, and that's how you want to do it. And myself will support you, and in all your uplines, and anybody that is on our team is here to support you as well. So this is something that was shared just the other day that would really touch me. It was, a goal should scare you a little and excite you a lot. And that's exactly for the class that I have at the end of the month. It scares me. It's going to be something that is out of my comfort zone, but I know that I need to do it. So I hope you guys found that beneficial. And if you have any questions, I'm here for you. So just send me a message, and I can't wait to help you get started for the month of June. Bye, guys.